Uh-oh, what's happening?
You're gonna get a reading.
Are we going for a ride?
Oh yeah, a
All right.
spiritual ride.
My mom is an intuitive, and I never really connected how what you do, and what yours is a gift, and you use it as a career. Hers is just sort of at home. She knows things. She dreams things. She has visions of things. She'll just a thought pops into her head, and it's just such a strong impression. I kind of have the same thing, but mine is a little differently, and it's less focused.
Okay, so let's do our little reading. Go ahead and imagine a sky blue bubble all around you. The bottom part of the bubble is tucked in under your feet. Feel your sit bones, your legs, and your feet, and just feel Mama Earth pulling on you. And we're asking for highest good here today. So highest good for you, for me, for anybody watching, and also for our crew that's here today, everybody involved. And then, Amalia, go ahead and say your full name for me 3 times. Beautiful yellow gold. So you're sitting in a beautiful Christ Force Buddha nature. So this is wanting to find your way in the world.
My source.
Tap into your intuition. And it means you're already living it. So although your mind is kind of really wanting to figure out what is it? What does it look like? You're really sitting in that center place. So it's a balance of the masculine and the feminine. So the reason I call it Christ Force energy or Buddha nature, it's not connected to any religion, but I think of those archetypes as being really balanced. You know, they were kind, but they were strong. So that yin and yang balance. And so another way to think about the yellow gold that you're in is embodied spirituality, walking your talk. So when you're saying that your mom, she's intuitive in a domestic way, that's really cool, because that means she's not just doing that at work, she's taking it home, she's doing it, and although that could be more organized, she's embodying her truth. It's a part of her life.
Yeah, she's in touch with that part of her that allows her to
do that. And so that's what you're allowing yourself to do more and more, is how do I weave my knowing, my intuition into my present time life. It's beautiful. So I'm going to just scan and kind of see where you're blocked, and it's the second chakra. So right around your second chakra, it's just boundaries. It's like, hey, I don't feel safe in the world. And that safety issue doesn't come from someone stopping and yelling at you on the street, but weaving through what is other people's stuff and what is my stuff. How can I feel safe? So first thing we're going to do is just kind of notice your low belly, notice your hips, and just be aware of your second chakra, your abdomen. So it's about 1.5 inches below your belly button. Take a minute to just sense into your second chakra and just really claim it for yourself. Your boundaries are strong and not from a place of effort, but your boundaries are respected and they're solid. And although they can be movable when you choose for them to be, people are respecting your boundaries. And let that come in behind your hips. Hips is personal power. And so when you see a woman talking, she means business, what happens? Those hands go on those hips, right? So
yes, they do.
So that's all that back there. So go ahead and just kind of own the space out behind your hips. I'm going to give you a way to walk around feeling safe and protected, okay, all the time. So we're going to talk about using a lotus flower, and you can just imagine the lotus however you want, or any other flower. And we're going to place that in front of you. And I want you to imagine going around town with that energy. Okay? So close your eyes for a minute and just go ahead and imagine a lotus flower, any color. And imagine that the flower part of it is pretty full and that it has a stem. I know that's kind of silly because it's like, where's the stem of the lotus, right?
Isn't it underneath?
It's connected to the earth, to the water, to everything that's below. But it can ground down anything that you don't need in your field into that water, into that earth. right? And they're really good at coming out of the mud, right? So anything, toxicity can be down there, but the purity is up there with the lotus, right?
It's beautiful.
So go ahead and pretend that this is 8 to 10 inches out in front of you, right at the edge of your field. And I want you to imagine that this is where you put your Star Wars hat on. The lotus flower has like a beam or like a ray of light that goes around you and puts a little bubble around you. So the petals are kind of emanating protection, and it wraps all the way above your head and under your feet. And when you set that lotus flower at the edge of your field, it does the work. So as I'm talking to you right now, it's between us. All the yummy information that I have for you can come through. Anything that is more my stuff and not your stuff can filter down into that water and down into the earth and out of your field. So this is a tool I want you to take with you. So as you're moving in the world, let's say you're going to go into the Costco or the store, the grocery store, you're going to put that lotus out in front of you before you move into the world with it. Okay. And then you'll notice when someone walks right through your flower, okay? And this is just an example. If you have like a close talker, they're really, and then what happens when you have a close talker, you kind of move back a little bit. Yeah. And then they move forward, right? So you move back, they move forward, and you're in the corner. So when you put your lotus flower up, it'll just help define the space for you and for other people. So although people don't know you're doing that, it's almost like you're stretching out, and that close talker is going to step back when that goes up. So experiment with it and play with it. That's my little tool for you.
When I get really bogged down with stuff, what's the best thing to do? Because I get stuck and it feels really heavy and then it drains me.
Tell me more. Give me a situation.
Work, there's different energies there. I pick up on all of that. There's a lot of funky stuff, and then I bring it home and I don't know what to do with it, and then it affects my relationship at home. And so then I just sort of, it's a roller coaster, and then I'm so connected with my partner, he picks up on it, and we both just...
Isn't that how it goes?
Yeah.
It's hard.
Yeah.
Okay, so the first thing is seeing it is healing it. So 99% of all healing is seeing. Okay. The moment you see whatever the issue is, it shifts. Okay. It's amazing. So think about, you know, when you kind of have a nagging feeling all day, maybe you have like a low-grade anxiety, and you keep pushing it away. Maybe you don't even realize you're pushing it away until all of a sudden it's 5 o'clock and it's like, oh my God, I've been feeling this all day. If you stop and you address it, it's like, oh, my anxiety is, and then you feel whatever it is, then it goes away, right? So 99% of all healing is seeing. So that's the courage and the bravery it takes to look at it. So that's number one. Now, you are looking at it. Now, how do you have some neutrality or really feel yourself? When you are leaving from work, let's leave work at work with this exercise, okay? So one more time, close your eyes, and I want you to make a lotus in front of you. And I want you to put all the story of work in the lotus. So you've got a lotus in front of you, and put the whole, like all the characters at work, all the workload that's not done yet, everything you've got to finish. And the lotus is a magnet. It's just pulling it right out of your field. And then I want you to toss that lotus flower and explode it, blow it up. Good job. And so this is a really quick way to move something out of your field. So when you get in your car or before you get on public transportation, take a minute, ground yourself, make your lotus, and put the people and the story and the workload in there and blow it up. And it sounds really like violent, you know, I call this create and destroy. So it's like create that lotus flower and blow it up. But it's a quick way to get energy, heavy energy out of your field. So try that.
When something comes in and it's something that you haven't dealt with, or you haven't, it's kind of sort of a mess inside of you. When you cry, you know you just hit on that raw spot, and then you need to fix it and make it a joyous feeling.
Ooh, I like that. Yeah.
That's kind of where I'm at. So
that's great. So you're talking about dealing with things head on, bringing your attention to them, and they shift.
Yeah, exactly, consciousness.
Enlighten up with Lotus Lantern Healing Arts.